In this video, we're learning about electron microscopes. So we cover what light and electron microscopes are, the two main types of electron microscopes, and finally, we'll compare the key features of the different types of microscope. Let's start by looking at what light microscopes and electron microscopes are. These are both tools that scientists use to produce images of things that are too small for our eyes to see. As their name suggests, light microscopes use light to form images, but electron microscopes use a beam of electrons to form images instead. This difference is important because light has a much longer wavelength than electrons, which have a shorter wavelength. This means electron microscopes can produce images with a much higher resolution than light ones can. As the wavelength of light is 0.2 micrometers, that's the highest resolution a light microscope image can be. Or in other words, objects that are closer together than 0.2 micrometers won't appear as distinct from each other. And this means while we can use them to see cells like these ones, we can't use them to view smaller subcellular structures because the images are just too blurry. Now, as the wavelength of electrons is 0.1 nanometers, electron microscopes can produce images with a resolution of up to 0.1 nanometers. This means they can be used to view subcellular structures like organelles. However, just like light microscopes, there are some disadvantages to electron microscopes too. They're more expensive, and they can only produce black and white images, although we can add false color to these images later using computers. Another thing to keep in mind is that preparing samples is quite complex for electron microscopes, and it can lead to artifacts, which are things like bubbles or fingerprints that show up in the image but aren't actually part of the specimen. Next then, let's look at the two main types of electron microscopes. The transmission electron microscope, which we usually just call a TEM, and the scanning electron microscope, or SEM. Let's start with TEMs. TEMs use electromagnets to transmit a beam of electrons through a very thin specimen. When the electrons pass through the specimen, the denser parts absorb more electrons, which makes them appear darker in the final image. TEMs are really good at producing high-resolution, two-dimensional images that show us the internal structures of cells, like this one showing the inside of a chloroplast. However, because the specimen must be thin and placed in a vacuum, TEMs can only be used on non-living samples. The maximum resolution of a TEM is around 0.5 nanometers, and their maximum magnification is around 1,500,000 times. You might come across different values for the resolutions and magnifications of these different microscopes, but the key thing to remember are the comparative values, which we'll recap at the end of this video. Moving on to SEMs, these work quite differently, because instead of transmitting electrons through a specimen, they scan a beam of electrons across the surface of the specimen. The electrons that are then reflected back are then detected to form an image like this one, of algal cells. And importantly, the image formed is a three-dimensional image of the specimen's surface. One advantage of SEMs is that they can be used on thicker specimens compared to TEMs. But, just as with TEMs, they also need to be placed in a vacuum, so this type of microscopy can only be used to look at non-living samples. SEMs have a maximum resolution of around 5 nanometers, which isn't quite as good as TEMs, but their maximum magnification is still similar at around times 1.5 million. Finally then, let's compare the key features of the different types of microscope we've learned about: light microscopes, TEMs, and SEMs. Starting with their maximum magnification, light microscopes can magnify things up to about 1,500 times. By comparison, both types of electron microscopes can magnify things a lot more, up to about 1,500,000 times. When it comes to their maximum resolution, light microscopes have a resolution of about 0.2 micrometers, while TEMs have a much finer resolution of about 0.5 nanometers, and SEMs have a resolution of about 5 nanometers. This means electron microscopes, especially TEMs, can show much finer detail than light microscopes can. Cost is another important factor to consider. Light microscopes are relatively inexpensive, making them accessible for most schools and labs, but both types of electron microscope are very expensive. Sample preparation is also quite different for each type. For light microscopes, it's fairly simple, but for electron microscopes, it's much more complex. The type of image produced varies too, as light microscopes give us two-dimensional color images, TEMs give us two-dimensional black and white images, and SEMs give us three-dimensional black and white images. Finally, let's consider the type of specimens that can be viewed with each microscope. Light microscopes can be used to view both living and non-living specimens, while electron microscopes can only be used to view non-living specimens.
If you haven't heard yet, you can find all of our videos on our website, cognito.org. You'll also find questions, flashcards, exam-style questions, and past papers. And we track all of your progress so that you always know what to study next. So sign up for free by clicking here, or browse our playlist here on YouTube.